Hello guys, it's me Butterfly Spirit 314. So guys, today I'm going to talk about the computer issues that I've been having. So, I am definitely not a computer person, okay? I'm not patient with computers. And I will say that what's been getting on my last nerve is that my computer has been like driving me up the wall with how it has been causing me to have to defrag it pretty much like every other day. Now, sometimes if I've defragged like my computer and my external hard drives and stuff, my computer runs smoothly for a week and stuff and is great. But it's when my computer causes me to defrag it every other day where it just pisses me off. And it really does. So, when I was leaving this morning, what happened is that my computer, it called itself not wanting to connect to the internet. And so I go to defrag my computer. And once I go to defrag it and it gets done, then all of a sudden it connects to the internet. Crazy, right? So I felt like today when I was at work, I kind of felt alone. Like, man, I'm this only person having these computer issues, right? And so at some point in the day, it's kind of weird, but like, there was this lady at my job, she's on my team at work, and she was talking about how she was having issues with her laptop running slow and everything. And she was asking people's recommendations, and she mentioned that she had went to Micro Center, that's a computer store where I live, and she went there, but they gave her advice on how to fix her computer, but she felt like she wanted to fix it herself for free. And so then I was like, well, I'm familiar with Micro Center. Maybe I can go up there and get their advice on what to do for my computer. So I basically just left Micro Center and I got some advice on what I can do for my computer. So I was asked questions about my computer, basically like, what is it doing? And I told the guy at the knowledge bar, like, that's where you go and you talk to a person. I think those are the people who those are like the techs that will actually fix your computer and stuff. So he was asking me questions and stuff. He was asking me, does my computer turn on? I'm like, yeah, it does power on and everything. It does get to where I can see my icons on my desktop and everything just fine. But I told him I had to keep defragging my computer and stuff. And he said, well, that could be a lot of different things. And then I told him about how I'm hearing clicking. He's like, well, that could be, your hard drive and stuff. But he's like, well, since your computer is actually powering up and stuff, it may not be your hard drive. It could probably be something else. I don't know why. I think there is like some freaking bugs that are like biting on me on my legs. So anyway, he was telling me, he's like, well, what I could do first is if I'm hearing clicking coming from my computer, what I can do is basically follow the clicking. So when I hear the clicking on my computer, what I can do is that basically when I hear the clicking, listen to hear if it's coming from the computer or if it's coming from my external hard drives. So that's the first thing he told me to do. And then the second thing he told me is based off of, how I feel, I can bring the computer in, after I've discovered where the clicking is coming from and everything. And they can diagnose it and find out what would be needed to fix my computer. So he told me since my computer is powering up, he said it will cost $50 for a diagnostic. He said if it wasn't powering up, then it would cost $80. And he said since it's coming on, they won't have to do any like data recovery from my computer or anything because it's actually powering on. So he told me it's really simple. All I got to do is just bring the computer, and the computer is not the monitor, it's not the mouse or the keyboard. It's actually that box that that's sitting on the floor for my for my computer and stuff. So I actually have to bring that in, and so I just bring that in, and they will diagnose it. And it'll take them like maybe 24 to 48 hours for them to diagnose it. And then they will tell me what's needed to fix my computer, which I think I might end up doing that too, because I think that $50 sounds pretty reasonable. But I was told like last year that my hard drive was bad, so that may have to be fixed too. But we'll have to see. It just depends on when I take my computer up there. I really don't want to like take my computer up there and lose my computer for like 1 to 2 days because I don't want to, you know. Now, one thing I am glad I asked the guy is I'm glad I asked him, like, what's the best day to bring it up here, like to bring it up to the computer store. And he said it's best to bring it on Tuesdays because they don't have a lot of people and stuff. And like today's Tuesday. And so when I went in there, he's like, see, there's like hardly any people. He said I could try on Thursday, but it's kind of hit or miss. So I'm really glad today that, you know, I found out I wasn't alone in having computer issues at work. You know, as far as having home computer issues and stuff. And another thing I'm glad that I did is I'm glad I sought out information to try to figure out for myself what's going on. And if I don't know what's going on, that I can actually go to a store and have them figure it out for me, you know. So I'm really excited about that aspect of it and things. And I guess I'm just learning that, hey, you know, that, you know, not to take it personal if my computer's not working because it, you know, computer issues happen to a lot of people, you know. So anyway, guys, that's what's going on with me. And when I get home, hopefully my computer is on its best behavior today. Hopefully, but we'll have to see. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Bye.